Hello, everybody. Welcome back to not Media Planet. I've been doing this for weeks, and I still make that mistake. Trio Planet. Welcome back to Trio Planet. Everyone having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day. I was, until I had to watch this episode of Bad Batch, because of a certain thing in it. So yeah, it's that time of the week. It's Bad Batch time. It's episode 6 this week, titled Tribe. We get to see a Jedi returned to us. We get to see Kashyyyk again. We get to see some less savoury things, but you know, we move on. I'm with Jordan.
Hey everybody.
And I'm gonna do a little bit of breakdown. You know,
Astral is very scared of spiders.
We'll go do a little breakdown.
He has arachnophobia, among other things.
We'll figure this out. We'll go through the story of the tribe and all that stuff, and we'll give our thoughts, the review, and we'll just have a good time, basically. So, episode 6, Tribe. It opens up with the Marauder, the Bad Batch's ship, going to meet a crime syndicate on what is like a massive city spaceship. They're delivering what I believe to be identification chips, like little chips that people have on them that they can provide to the Empire so that the Empire knows that they're not evil or something. They're providing fake chips. Omega hears something. I say hears something because it looks like she senses something. But I don't want to say she senses something because that says that I think she has the Force, which she might. Who knows? She does some pretty strange things. We find out that it's Gungi from the Clone Wars, little Wookiee Jedi with his green lightsaber. We don't know much about him, but we did get to see him A, get his Kyber crystal, and B, make his lightsaber, and then C, fight alongside Ahsoka against General Grievous and battle droids. So they rescue Gungi from the bad syndicate men, and they decide they're going to take him home to Kashyyyk, because even in a world where the Empire is hunting Jedi, Kashyyyk is where he needs to be. So we get to Kashyyyk. We're having a little wander through the forest, going to a village that apparently the Bad Batch know. And as we're going, we come across some webs. Nothing too serious, just webs. Then we see
he was actually shitting himself.
We see quite a few spider creatures. Well, I say spiders. They had 4 legs. They're like quadrupedal.
Really, anytime he sees webs, he immediately thinks, "Oh, it's spider creature."
So, Gungi uses the Force to calm the beasts down, and they just walk through them, no issue whatsoever. They get to the place where they're trying to get to, and it's burnt to a crisp. Absolutely destroyed. Turns out there's Trandoshans on the planet working with the Empire to hunt the Wookiees. If you don't know, the Trandoshans follow a deity that they call the Scorekeeper, which gives them points whenever they get a kill on a dangerous foe, and Wookiees are one of the highest scoring creatures there is.
That's a stupid
for a
name
Trandoshan.
for a god.
What, Scorekeeper?
Yeah, that is just...
Yeah.
No, that's not even creative, is it? At all.
So they deal with 2 tanks that are like incinerator tanks and a bunch of Trandoshans, and then they meet up with a Wookiee, and he takes them to the Wookiee village. There's a new Wookiee village, and it's at the base of this massive tree, and it looks really cool. And the wise woman of the village comes out and touches heads with Gungi, and then they go over to a tree and they pray at it for guidance because the Trandoshans are coming to kill them all because of Gungi. So they start a fight. It's going really well for them. A bunch of Wookiees get shot, and then they lure them into the nest that we saw at the start of the episode, the spider nest. And the Wookiees bang on the base of the trees that the webs are attached to create vibrations, so the spiders think they're under attack. And the spiders rush out. They are really fast for some reason, and they run really weirdly. but they absolutely annihilate the things. Gungi's fighting like the Trandoshan leader, and the spiders come down, and there's 3 of them, and they start to attack Gungi, but he turns his lightsaber off to show that he's not a threat, and they turn their attention to the Trandoshans, who's like kicking and punching them, and they web him up, which is like my worst nightmare, and they pull him into the trees. Job's a good un, Trandoshans defeated, Empire defeated. Wise Woman says that the trees sing when a young one is returned home, and now that Gungi's found his home, he's going to be okay. And that's basically where the episode ends. That is basically the tribe. It's a shorter one. It is the same length as episode 2.
Yeah, it's another one of those villain of the week kind of things.
I think less so villain of the week, more so they've got like disconnected story. It's like watching Clone Wars.
Yeah, it's different missions.
Where like it's less so about the overall story, more about the connected story inside that episode that'll link to stuff later on.
It's just I feel like we're just seeing what the Empire really has done to the universe and what the Empire is doing and in different cultures and who they're working with and all that, just to home away that the Empire were really fucking bad people.
Yeah.
Basically.
What did you think of the episode overall, Jordan?
What's the Jedi's name again?
Gungi.
I thought it was good. Gungi definitely was a cool character. Like you said, he were in Clone Wars. It was cool seeing him and the other younglings getting their lightsabers, especially since it was Yoda who was there with them when they got them. They went through trials and that. It was cool to see that happen. To see how getting a kyber crystal is for a Jedi, and yeah, I feel like Gungi was definitely cool. Obviously, we don't know much about him. It seems to be that he's never actually lived on Kashyyyk, like because he doesn't know what tribe he's a part of. So I'm guessing he got taken away at a very young age, like most younglings have. They're taken away at a very young age because they've been force sensitive and that. So it's cool to see what it's like for him to come back to Kashyyyk, and he knows all the customs and stuff, but yeah, he definitely feels at home. And to see him do his Jedi thing, to see him actually use his lightsaber, like the moment that they all realize that he's a Jedi, because he just takes the lightsaber and starts fighting, is really fucking cool. So yeah, I think this episode, it was fun. Definitely another fun episode.
Yeah, I think it was one of those episodes where you sit there and you don't realize how fast the time is actually going, because you're just enjoying it that much.
Yeah.
Have you got an overall rating for the episode?
Overall rating versus other episodes in this season, I'm gonna give this probably a 7.2, 7 point something. Not sure, but yeah, I feel like this episode was fun. I've enjoyed almost all of the episodes. They've all been unique and done their own thing. But yeah, that's my. What about you?
I think I'm on a similar page to you on the rating for this episode. I think 7.4 was where my head was at. I think that is where I'm sort of sitting with rating for it. I think looking at it from a perspective of every episode, I still think episode 3 is the best with Crosshair and Cody.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
I hope we get to see more of Cody soon.
I hope the the other members of Bad Batch will meet Cody.
I assume Rex is going to appear in a soon episode.
Yeah, we've
about
seen him in the trailer, and we've also seen images. So there's in the trailer there's that scene where we see him call them up. So yeah, and
that is sort of where my head's at. I'm waiting for the plot of the season overall to pick up a little bit.
How many episodes is there?
I don't know. It's either 13 or 19.
Maybe like the first half is, it was just seeing this, and then maybe the rest of it might probably finish off with the overarching story.
There is 16 episodes. So there's 10 episodes left.
There's plenty of episodes for them to do a massive storyline. They're probably just doing episodes where it's like a story of the week type of thing.
And interestingly, it appears from what I'm looking at that the next two episodes 7 and 8, release on the same day.
They're doing a double release?
Episode 7's apparently titled The Clone Conspiracy, and Episode 8, Truth and Consequences.
We'll have to review those together then.
Might be a part 1, part 2 thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got anything else for us on the Bad Batch, Jordan?
No, I've said everything I need to say, really.
Well, if that is the case, I hope that everyone has enjoyed this little review. This episode didn't really have much speculation to talk about because it was sort of a finite episode, unlike last week's where we had the entire robot thing.
Yeah, I've heard theories about the robot. I've heard many theories about what it was. People say it could have been a Zephyr, those creatures from Zephyr.
Definitely looked similar.
The people who've got that theory say that the Zephyr people basically love to make their statues and that in their own image. So that's why there were statues and that around Zephyr which looked like Zephyrs. So they said that robot definitely almost looked Zephyr-esque. So it could have been a Zephyr weapon, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, but there's not that much speculation in this one because it's sort of a finite. This is your action. Enjoy.
It's also cool to see the Wookiee culture a little bit more.
I hope that everyone did enjoy the episode. If you have your own thoughts, do leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe, do all that nonsense. I have been Azteral.
And I have been Slasher.
And we'll see you either next week if you only tune in for Bad Batch, or we'll see you Saturday for Last of Us, or we'll see you tomorrow for podcast.
Podcast is on Thursdays, so yeah.
Yeah. So if you enjoy, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.
We forget 1,000 things every day, pal. Make sure this is one of them.
It's over, Anakin!